Welcome, everyone, to University Stadium, home to the Lobos of the University of New Mexico, and the fans here are fired up for this clash. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Utah State Aggies taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the New Mexico Lobos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the New Mexico Lobos offense takes the field. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for... But he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one. And give up a sack on play two.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Johnson. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Lobos will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Utah State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win. like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Barnes. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Snagged in the middle, it's Buckley. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
He's loose. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Motion from the wide receiver. Breaks the tackle. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Heaves it deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. From the gun, the ground game. The ball pops out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Ready? Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Gonna run it. It's Jacobs. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Here comes the heat. He's gonna go down, and he's in his own end zone. Be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah State.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
He's in open space downfield.
Returner is brought down at the 33. And your New Mexico Lobos will take over.
Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Buckley.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating.
It's a running room. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Lobos are rolling down the field. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spins away from the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Lobos will keep this drive going.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Lobos line it up with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, New Mexico! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball.
There he goes. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barnes. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. Wide out trying to get it in.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make the...
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Utah State. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Lobos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Snags it quickly on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Jacobs. And the Aggies get it past the sticks.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah State.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
New Mexico, 9.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 45 on its way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the air, it's Barnes. The throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The snap sets up to throw. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Still on his feet. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. And the Lobos moving quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
There he goes! Lowers those pads. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The corners are walked up tight. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Lobos! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold onto the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Barnes. Swings it out to his running back. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And
it's a seam wide open. Running through contact. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. The Lobos just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Unleashes one. Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The short hands, it's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
It's a turnover on
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
The play action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The Aggies are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Barnes. It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
That's caught. It's Jamison. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Lobos headed quickly to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion to the right. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
To the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, and you ran that 3rd down play, and you knew 4th down was coming. If you didn't score, what were you going to run? You're on the 2-yard line. It's your decision. Do you want to be aggressive? Do you want to take the 3? Your call.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Lobos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Buckley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
The ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen. You had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow...
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.